What's up? Fiji and I decided to come up for a little hike after leaving the South Sueño compound where we filmed. So we are currently up on South Mountain. We're at the peak of it. It's probably about a 3 mile hike round trip. Um,
Yep.
so I just wanted to talk about a couple things that I was thinking about while we were filming some of the stuff. We talked about like how we feel God gets us through tough calls, and I was kind of thinking like that almost sounds selfish, and I don't want it to sound that way, but like I don't like what I've been asked the question before, like why did God allow that to happen to that person, or why does a bad thing happen to a good person? Like I've been asked that. I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Go to church. Like I hate for it to sound that rough. I don't have that answer. Like I'm not a preacher. Again, like I just know like what God helps me do, and God helps me get through. Something that we were talking about that we kind of didn't get a chance to talk about was like I like to say a prayer every day that I'm going into work, and it basically just talks about like my prayer is for my mental, physical, and spiritual health, and for myself and my crew, and just that we would be able to do the tasks that we may be asked to do and be ready to do it, and then just to look after my family while I'm gone. So, um, yeah, man. Did you have any thoughts after filming?
Um, just talking about that, I think when I fought wildfire, I had the most, I would say, like faith-driven leaders in that environment that were openly about it. And remember every day on the hike, which I have a prayer on my arm for it. Um, but it was a prayer that we said every day before we got out there, and I felt a little bit closer in that area because we were in nature. We were in somewhere like this beautiful mountain going to work, but um, it's tough talking about why people go through things, but I think that if you can look back on every struggle that you've had, there's probably definitely something that you could have learned from there, or
Yeah,
there's just something that you can push past, right? And I think for us, I think it's just important to think about that when we go to these calls and these emergencies, that all we can do is be there and kind of be a light and try to be just some comfort.
totally, totally, man. So, what's crazy? I can't even make this up, dude. This just stood out to me. This is crazy. Let me bring you over here. So we're filming up here in the top of, I swear I didn't plan this. Look at this. I just looked down right here. What does that say? To me, that says have faith. That's crazy. That's insane. That, dude, like for me, like that's God. You know what I mean? Like I didn't plan that. Like we're up here. This view is awesome. Like we talked about spending time with God in nature. Like we talked about like being mindful when you're out here. Like every little step that you take is a chance to be more mindful. I literally just looked around. I was looking at this rock and I saw something scratched in it. Says have faith. Like I don't know, man. It's little things like that every day that point me closer and closer to the Creator. So again, that's just our journey. That's just something that we went through. But what can I say? All right, y'all have a good day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.